Marceau.com again for joining us in that last segment. That was a lot of fun. If you missed it, it will be at memphisport.net. All right, our guest today, she is the lovely new co-host of Jerry the King Lawler's Memphis Wrestling, which airs every Saturday here in Memphis. She does a lot of other stuff as well, from modeling to acting, and we'll talk to her all about that stuff. Lauren Jenkins, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me. I didn't bring my guns with me, though. I hope that's okay.
Oh, no, that's fine. She was referencing Basil. Basil would be upset. We're totally fine with you not being. All right, Lauren Jenkins. She is the host of Jerry Lawler's Memphis Wrestling. How did that come to be? How did you become the host of Memphis Wrestling?
Well, it's actually a pretty funny story. I was doing a modeling job for Coke and Mellow Yellow when one of Jerry the King Lawler's partners, Joe, approached me. Wolfie D was in the ring, and there was like 4 other wrestlers in the ring, and all of a sudden somebody grabbed my ass. Oh, can I say that on air?
Sure.
I'm sorry. Anyway, somebody...
We've had much worse. Yeah, on today's show.
So I backhanded him, you know, because that was just a natural reaction to backhand someone. And he started saying all these threats in my ear, and it's on the show, and I'm in the ring, and I didn't realize that it was fake. I thought he was for real. So I really started to get a little scared. But later on, you know, I talked to him, and I apologized for making him mad. He was like, no, it's all good, and all those guys are really cool. But that was interesting.
You can't let them push you around like that. You gotta man up to them. I know there's some big dudes.
I know, and when you've got 5 of them in the ring and you're sitting there announcing, like, the first taping, I was wearing stiletto heels, and I had never been in a wrestling ring, and all of a sudden they come flipping in, and it took everything to keep my balance in order not to fall. But, yeah, all those guys are really cool, and I've had a good time working with them.
It sounds like you have a lot of fun.
It's always at the Vine, and they usually tell the audience, like, it's free, you can come out, bring the family.
So it's free?
Mm-hmm, yep.
Free wrestling for 5 hours?
It's 4 episodes, and each episode is an hour, but usually with the in-between, we get, like, a 5-minute break sometimes. And,
concessions?
Yeah, there's beer and stuff, and I think I read on a blog somewhere, someone was saying that Memphis must be a party town since they're drinking beer in the morning, quote unquote.
Oh, because.
But it's really like,
it looks like,
it's a Saturday morning, we're drinking beer. No, but it's really, I think it starts like at 7 or something usually.
And you said the Vine.
We may need a female buffer on the show sometimes because, you know, between Kevin and I, when we don't agree on things, we have to get to the break in time before we start going off at each other. So that may be a good thing.
I'll call the fight. How about that? I'll announce the fight and call it.
We have our fight that's online. We had a fight a couple weeks ago at the sports bar, and he hit me in the face twice.
Are you?
He won because of that.
You really did?
All right.
It was an accident.
Yeah. I did lose.
Can I YouTube it?
Yeah,
you can.
Okay.
You travel, do all this stuff. Have you met anybody that's really cool?
It was great working with Sam Shepard. He's an incredible actor, and he offered me a horse, actually. Ooh. But I had to tell him no because I didn't have any land.
I don't think you're ever supposed to turn it down.
I know.
Figure out a way to make it happen.
Well,
right?
see, I was being honest. I was like, oh, no, that's okay. I can't take your horse because I don't have land and barn. And then after I told a couple people, and they're like, no, you should have taken it. We would put it in the backyard. But
how do you walk up to someone and offer them a horse?
Well,
we don't have any horses to offer you. We're at Red Bull.
And speaking of another great person to work with, getting back to the wrestling thing, is Brandon. He has been awesome in teaching me and helping me out on the show because in some ways, I'd kind of be lost without him. But his patience and knowledge really helps. So that keeps the show going, I think.
Marcus has his own little Stax museum at his house.
I really do.
That's a tough one. I mean, I love it all, but if I had to pick one thing that I could do for the rest of my life, it'd probably be acting. And just because I've had a lot of great experiences in film, that has really just got me fired up about it.
Now, what's some of the stuff you've been in?
It's shot in Nashville, and it's a pilot, and I got to work with some crazy talented people. Gavin Hood was the director, Chris Offutt, the writer, actors Sam Shepard, Trace Adkins, Carrie Oles, Boyd Holbrook, and I had a supporting role in that, so I got to learn a lot, and hopefully that will be coming out this fall, so you can look for that.
All right, we're talking with Lauren Jenkins. This is Memphis Sport Live. Kevin Cerrito, Marcus Hunter, Andy Skurzat. It's delicious. That's about
myself, actually. I don't know that I'm anywhere close to mastering it, but I guess I wrote my first song, which actually is on a demo that I recorded in New York, and the song took me about 6 months to write, and then the second song after that took me like 10 minutes or something, so it was a pretty progressive time frame. But within the first, I don't know, 4 months or 5 months is when I wrote my first song.
Hold on, your first 4 or 5 months from picking up a guitar?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, I've had one for 4 years and I can barely can't play anything.
No, but I heard that you're going to play Hey There, Delilah. Is that right?
If there's anything I know how to play, I think I can play the first few strings of Hey There, Delilah. Other than that...
Well, we got to hear it. That's why I brought my guitar.
You can't play that, Marcus?
Yeah, I can play a few strings of it.
Well, you will be playing that on the show today. You got a guitar here.
I haven't done it in a while, so...
We'll have
really
a
bad.
2-minute commercial
really
break coming up. You can practice.
I'm going to have to call my coach, Drew Smith. I'm going to have to call him, and he's going to have to come help me out with
I
that.
think you need to play this. This is great.
I'll give it a shot.
We've got a guitar. If you're ever going to get on Glee, which is your Marcus's dream job is to be on Glee.
It?
I can't sing. I just love the show. It's a good show.
All right. So have you ever used your guitar as a weapon? You're in wrestling. It's a very often used weapon in professional wrestling by like Jeff Jarrett and other people. Do you use it as a weapon ever?
Yeah, I mean, I like to get, pretty rock and roll, like Joan Jett, and break stuff over wrestlers' heads and over the announcer's table. No way. It's way too expensive.
Yes.
But I don't own a gun, so I guess I could use that.
You could use the guitar.
And you could use your knife.
If you get attacked by the government.
Yeah.
You get attacked by has a knife, you have a guitar, you have more reach with that. You just hit him over the head and, He's got a needle. He does have a needle. What does he do with a needle?
Like, we didn't have enough time to figure that out, but he needs to come on and give us a lesson.
He's going to cut you and then sew you back together. That's
Ouch.
At the Sport Live, we're talking with Lauren Jenkins, co-host of
Being from Dallas and everything. Big Cowboys fan. You don't seem pleased by that.
Oh, the Cowboys?
Yeah.
I don't like the Cowboys at all.
Who are you a fan of? Besides the Cowboys?
I like a lot of... I mostly hate teams more than
whoever
I like
his
them. But I
fantasy
do
players
like...
on.
As fans involves my fantasy teams, and but definitely not the Dallas Cowboys.
Why is that?
I just don't like the whole America's team stuff. What are you trying to turn this interview over? I don't know. There's just no reason to like them. Like, be creative. It's fine for you to like them. You're from Dallas. That's fine. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm fine with that. I just don't like the bandwagon fans in other cities.
Right.
No association with Dallas. Never been to Dallas, and they're cheering on the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. Well, if you keep this number, I'm gonna pull a pile driver on both of you. So.
Yeah. Can you? So you were joking about training, but you could not. If you had to wrestle, you can't wrestle. They're not asking you to wrestle.
They have not asked me to wrestle.
Not yet.
Not.
You know they
not
will.
yet.
They've got to, right?
I don't know.
It's gonna happen.